begin. Now, when you consider how many millions of hours people spend in bridge club activity, in bird watching activity, in bowling league activity, hardly a fraction of those hours got all this through. And that's what I want to convey here tonight. 1 out of every 200 adult Americans organized with each other in every congressional district. That's 2,000. That's roughly 4,000 people in each congressional district that has 630,000 people. Let's cut it in half. Let's say 2,000. Willing to give 500 hours a year, volunteer time, and to raise a minimum of a couple $100 each a year, could produce full-time staff and offices in every congressional district. And then reflecting popular sentiment, which is really our agenda. Our agenda has item after item, is supported by the majority of the people. Single-payer health care, for example, is an example. Cracking down on corporate crime, fraud and abuse, so on. Could turn Congress around. You turn Congress around, you turn the executive around. Because Congress is the most powerful branch in Congress, under the Constitution. Got the money, for one thing. You turn the executive around, you've got the federal government over time with judicial appointments, and it affects your state government in Albany. You know how many hours are involved in that? Well, I just calculated how many hours were involved watching the Super Bowl. Assuming it's pre, during, and right after the Super Bowl, it's 5 hours. 500 million hours watching the Super Bowl. We have 500 million hours organized watching Congress. Cannot believe the change. We grow up feeling powerless. We grow up told you can't fight City Hall or Exxon, forget it. Just live your private lives. Enjoy your personal freedoms. And we grow up not even asking, how long are our personal freedoms going to be enjoyable if we don't have civic freedom? If we don't have freedom to shape foreign military policy, domestic policy, the quality of our elections, the accountability of our politicians, the responsibility of corporations. If we don't have the civic freedom to shape that under the sovereignty of the people, remember the phrase, we the people starts the Constitution, not we the corporations. If we don't have that, our personal freedom is going to be less and less. And that's the distinction we don't make when we say, oh, this is a free country. What does it mean when we say, oh, this is a free country? What it means is that we can work where we want, buy what we want, travel where we want, marry who we want, play where we want. That's personal freedom.